must anchor the sky is on our foes. Come so close to eternity, our shields are ready, the gods are watching the downfall of humanity. All the species are gone. The silent of the sea, she has her memory. I am the king of war. Ship must anchor the sky is on our foes. Come so close to eternity, our shields are ready, the gods are watching the downfall of humanity. All the species are gone. The silent of the sea, she has her memory. I am the king of war. The silent of the sea, she has her memory. I am the king of war. The silent of the sea, she has her memory. I am the king of war.
And then not lighting up when I'm actually speaking.
Well, hello. Yes.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
It does
Hi.
seem like Discord is
And we're live.
acting up indeed because the carefully linked up avatars are not there.
Oh, cool.
Oh no.
Let's not.
Classic.
I will quickly check why that is an issue.
You
But-
done goofed.
I'm
I'm kidding. It
Discord
might be
done
Discord that
goofed.
done goofed.
Yeah,
It's definitely Discord that's all messed up.
because it should indeed.
Well, I advertised.
What?
I posted an advertisement TikTok.
Nice. That's great.
Well done.
200% more viewers.
But
Yeah.
it was just me.
Now we have 2.
Damn. Poggers. Hello there.
How does he
Hi,
do it?
everyone.
Bet I'm talking to the people of this group right now.
Wow.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. But it's okay.
It's
And,
me.
Love you
I'm one of
nonetheless.
them.
I'm one of them.
It's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
I'm the other one. Nice to meet you.
Hi, the other one. How's it going?
It's going
Oh,
good.
uh,
Oh,
was
good.
about
about
to ask what's an advertising TikTok. Hey, look. Why are our tokens like on the screen 3
That-
times?
that-
5 times?
That
Oh,
is-
there's our Discord. Those are our Discords.
I mean, that's what I just said, and I'm
Yo.
looking into why that is the case.
Yeah, no, I didn't see like exactly what the problem
This is
was
the
yet.
Christmas
I was
special, by the
unable-
way. It's all planned. This is like a sketch.
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
definitely made this. I
Yeah,
made this
yeah, yeah.
happen.
We hijacked Discord, by the way. We did it.
We executed Discord
That's
And
a
their
bit
crimes
too
ag-
much.
and their
Else we
crimes
wouldn't be
against
speaking.
humanity.
I wish I didn't know what technical difficulties were. I wish
Also,
there was
Discord,
only-
if you want to sponsor us, go ahead. Feel free.
Yeah, but only when you're fixed.
What do you mean? I will accept you even if you're this broken.
Yeah,
It's
that
called
makes sense.
Unconditional Love, Gabe. Look it up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I never experienced it.
That's really sad.
It is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I mean, he did have his mom take his bike.
That is
What?
Or he did make the
My
lost
condolences.
the bike.
Throw the Pokemon cards away.
Damn, that was a dark time of my childhood.
Anything that
5,000 carefully collected and absolutely immaculately treated cards thrown in the bin.
It
What
is
are those?
rare cards from the time Ash Ketchum was still
Not a Pokemon
protagonist.
Master Champion, yeah.
yeah.
Why is this not working?
Any other deep traumas we want to reveal to the World Wide Web?
Well,
What's
if
up?
it's not working, it's not working. I think it's just Discord. I think it's just messed up.
Quite possibly. That's
Discord is a silly little bean.
kind of annoying and sad. I will just, I guess, add all of the avatars manually, but they won't be nice and lighting up because Discord is not cooperating.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're just here to play D&D. I'm not here to stream D&D.
Oh, okay.
TBH.
Yeah.
What?
Sucks to be you, viewers. You'll have to deal with us today.
Yes, go ahead. I'm just gonna add the images as we go on.
I need someone to give me a recap, though.
Need
Someone
to
is
give
Mark.
a recap? Damn,
That's almost
Mark.
me. All right. I didn't prepare a meme recap, but I do have memes to recap. So let me scroll to my memes real quick.
Oh my god.
I will not
Alright.
be able to show them.
No, I know.
Describe them, Mark.
So,
no.
we started the session last Monday. Yeah, right.
We played on
Was it
Friday as
last
well.
week?
We played on Friday as well.
Okay, last Friday we started the session with our party standing across a circle of some kind on the floor. Within this circle was a old acquaintance for some of us, while it is a person that at least all of us knew about. The friend of a member in the Dreamlanders / girlfriend / I don't know what more, but it was a woman we've been chasing after. And if you're wondering why I'm stretching this long, it's because I currently blanked out on her name, which I know, but I
Hey
forgot.
there.
Delilah, what's it
Delilah.
like in New York?
I know.
New
I
York
was
City.
in my head. It was Daria because that's the person in my game, and I'm like, that's not
Do
it.
you sing
Which
Hey
one is it?
Maria, what's it like in your city? No. So
Ria, what's it like in
But
New
Disgusting.
York City?
In here was Delilah, and the session began off well with Tokas basically immediately stepping into the circle, electrocuting himself and Delilah.
I'm bad for that one.
Everyone got a little mad at him for that.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there is more. Once was it Tokas? Once Tokas tried to help, he got grabbed by a statue and bitten as well. Right in the neck. During this time, right after the group decided to somewhat be careful and investigate the rest of the arcane energies there and the ways to get the Ria out, we had a good talk. Delilah. We had a talk with Delilah about why she was here. She was kind of she wasn't really responsive to our questions at first, especially because she got like electrocuted. However, during time, we eventually managed to at least get some information out of her. In this time, Zarius was casting detect magic, and at which point he touched the door that we were standing in front of the rest place of Corvillia. Turns out this did another shock, but not just to the people in the circle or Zarius, but to basically everyone in the room. Which knocked a lot of people out. Burned Fate, otherwise he would have died. Valerianus is dead, which Zarius will have to deal with once he has a moment of rest. Turns out that wasn't the answer. Vittorio got very upset at Etharis, and somewhat still was upset at Tokas.
No, I was upset as Zarius. Don't listen to him. He's blaming me for his mistakes.
Oh no, it was still also
Yeah,
mad
he's
at
just
you.
blaming me. Don't worry about it.
However, with some healing, we made sure no one else had to burn fate. We tried to think and realized
Yes.
that
Some small healing.
and some small but wonderful healing. We then tried to think of a solution and tried to figure out why Delilah didn't get electrocuted. And I think it was Tokas that
That was
that suggested for Delilah herself to push against the door. She was very weak, but she agreed to do so, pushing it open. Well, with the help of some others. This time the door didn't electrocute us. Good for us. And we stumbled.
If she hadn't said the word like the passcode, it would have also electrocuted you.
Well, we didn't know that. We didn't know that, but you know, apparently
was
that
the
would have been the
passcode?
case.
What?
Solara.
It was the
Yeah.
yeah.
We did say that quite a lot.
Straight up, the key was Silara was not like an idiom or some sort of fucking theory, but it was literally just say Silara.
Then we entered the chambers of Corvillia, and all of us, at least I, was on edge once we entered the place. We could basically feel there was a powerful creature sleeping here, and as Delilah approached the figure, mist rose from it and eventually coalesced into Corvillia herself, the real Corvillia, not the one that has been playing with Vincent.
Hmm.
She wasn't particularly in a good mood, however, and almost instantly beat the shit even more out of Delilah. At least grabbed her violently and pulled her up, put her fingers into her neck.
Manhandled Delilah pretty much.
Manhandled Delilah. It wasn't a very good show. Well, it was a great show if you like that sort of thing, but it wasn't a very good thing for Delilah. We tried to reason with her, but Corvillia was sort of sick of the world. She didn't really care. She saw everything until Vincent managed to talk about family and do a very good speech about family. One that brought tears to Corvillia's eyes and other party members as well. At which point she decided to help us. There has been some other things that happened that really didn't work that we don't need to talk about. You know,
Like, yeah, like.
you know, like Zara's trying to play music, or other people making other convincing
Amazing
It was
arguments.
very
rendition of that
entertaining for
moment, by me.
everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone sat a bit awkwardly around while waiting. You know, normal
like,
stuff.
Is this okay? And she's like, keep going, and he's like,
The song's lyrics, which are literally berating
your
this woman,
slander.
keep playing.
the literal song of the lyrics of the song which I sent to Mark, he didn't sing by the way, were like a children's nursery about a
Yeah.
children's rhyme about how terrible of a fucking
Yeah.
woman she
Yeah.
is.
Watch out! If you
I-
don't
I-
eat your
I-
vegetables, Delilah and Corvillia
I
will
can
come
sing
and
it
kidnap
if you
you.
want. I can sing it. I can still
Sure,
sing
Mark.
it.
Yeah, go ahead, sing it.
I don't
Need
know
to
the
buy
tunes,
it,
but
isn't
I
Let's
don't know
make
the
one up.
tune.
You can even just like rhyme it or whatever.
Oh, how do I? It's sorry, my non very musical brain doesn't really put a tune to it. So I'm just going to sing it. In a dark dreary castle underneath the hill lived a queen of vampires, old and still. She was ancient and wise, and her eyes were as cold as the grave, for she ruled over the dead and the bold. Her hair was as black as the night, and her lips were as red as the blood that she'd bite. She'd had lived for centuries and seen it all, and she'd seen it all from the rise and fall of empires to the rise and fall of it all. She was the vampire queen, and she was feared by all, for she was ancient and she was powerful. She was tall. She was a being of darkness and shadow, and she would haunt your dreams if you'd let her. So beware, little children of the vampire queen, for she is old and wise, and she is mean. She will lure you in with her charms, and then she will feast on your blood and bring only harm. Stay away from the castle in the hill, For the vampire queen, she lives there still. She's waiting and she's luring, and she will come for you if you're leering. If you're, and she will come for you if you're not careful and peering. That is the song, where everyone's basically saying that she's hot garbage.
So much to everyone's surprise, Corvelia was not impressed by this rendition of the song.
Yeah, no, she wasn't very happy with it. But then Vincent, but then Vincent, made a very moving speech about family, which brought tears to her eyes, to Zari's eyes, and it made the bond between Eb and Vincent even deeper. At which point she agreed to help us.
Also, Vincent, 2 minutes before threatening Zarius that just killed his father, that he'd fucking neck him.
Understandable, though.
It's some sort of.
Then the party moved through followed Corvillia as she moved through the town of her worshippers, where everyone was effectively flabbergasted that their living queen or their living goddess effectively walked amongst them. We followed her up until a tree made out of shadow steel, where she sang to it in a song of the ancient elves, right?
It
Remember?
is, yeah. It's she called it an artifact of a time when elves were not slaves.
None of us effectively understood the song, even if we tried to comprehend it. Cyrus at least got the melody down, but that's about it. But
Might
as
as
she
well have
sang,
been Far Realm speech.
yeah, as she sang, the tree calmed down. But she told that it wasn't a permanent solution, because the tree at its core was being harmed at the cathedral. I don't know the full name, but to me, it's the cathedral is what is in my mind. She told us that she would get us there. We asked for a little bit of time to have some respite because we were fucked up from being electrocuted only a couple minutes ago, which she kindly obliged, and that is where we left off.
I didn't really understand. She's like, yeah, whatever, I guess. Sure.
What is time, after all? I have infinite amount of it.
Well, you can only take one glyph of warding or one glyph of warding. Pathetic.
Well, arguably, Tokas took 2.
Yeah, that's true. Tokas took 2. Taking
Yeah,
it
I'm
for
so
the team.
fucking chunky, boys. I'm tank of the group.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And that is it. I feel like that encompassed everything.
That does indeed encompass everything. Oh, look. Oh, no. That's not a person.
That's not a person.
That's not a human being.
I'm just preloading the scene.
Also, inspiration.
Yeah, that is true.
Size? No one.
Sure. I will allow this time everyone to get inspiration.
Cool.
Though I would like special note to go out to Vincent for his speech.
Boy, we did
Lawrence will not get an inspiration.
I refuse it. Thank you.
You can't have an inspiration. You're full.
No, he refused it. Don't worry about it.
He can't
No,
refuse
I
it.
don't
He also
want
just
one.
can't.
I wasn't at the session.
I know you
Just
weren't
listen.
there. I know. That's why I said
Why-
everyone gets one, but you don't. It doesn't matter anyway because you don't have a.
Why is my token gone, by the way?
Thanks.
Why?
Keep it so-
Context.
I'm so glad that you never read the messages. that you send.
Gabe!
What?
Gabe!
Hey, yo.
Sound that's in Gabe's head right now as a fucking Ferris wheel spinning around all day long.
Truly an honor, Dreamlander.
Let's see.
That's what the Dreamlanders will say to me as well when we have sessions soon, and they're like, "Oh my god, where are all my tokens?" And I'm like, yes, I wonder where they are.
Who knows?
I wonder where they have gone. All right. In the meantime, we return to Redstone. I'm just gonna plop you guys on the map for now. It's not super important that you're here on the map. We're gonna mostly
Love being plopped on the map.
theater this back out, but welcome back, Stargazers.
The map.
Here we go.
Yo.
Lords.
Well, I look at everyone here. How do these people look, by the way? Like, how do these people look after we just walk down the path with their goddess, effectively?
I mean, most of them are in shock. Like, they're no longer groveling because Corvelia has already, like, pieced back out. Like, she's already returned to her like, you know, her homestead. But the people here are still in a state of shock. There's hushed whispers moving about. There are people, like, clamoring to get, like, no, I don't want to start a combat. Thank you.
Round one. Fight!
Oopsie!
We start beating the shit out of the villagers.
Oh, but you can definitely tell, like, everybody is out and about right now. There are definitely 24 people in this village who are all thrumming with energy.
Well, it seems at least we made some people happy. So about this rest, we're just gonna take a nap here.
You guys can indeed take your long rest, yeah.
We should rest. We should talk over some things, and I think there's a certain place you should check out as well.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, a long rest it is then. Good.
Yay!
Pop
No.
your head. You know, give yourself a
man.
long rest.
Long rest time.
Sleep.
Yeah. As soon as I'm done with these avatars, I will go look at my notes, what I had written down. Because I had ideas of what to do for this rest.
Hopefully rest.
Okay. Very well. Won't do anything
I think you
else.
wanted to go over the have some self-sufficient way of not, self-preservation. That was a conversation that you wanted to have.
He's just kind of sitting there, kind of like looking at himself, a bit confused.
Okay, these avatars will have to do for now until Discord fixes its stuff. I will look into that more properly later. Okay, Amber, are we, like, relegated to the same house we were in before?
Yeah, you can just stay there for the time being. There will be people there, but
Oh.
yeah, Chemo, this is a community. Like, people live here in this
There are
house.
no empty houses here.
There are no empty houses.
We can make one.
I was about to say, we can make one.
They literally
Vincent, we are
have
in the same
6.
wavelength.
They have 6 houses that 24 people share here. There is nothing but the community.
So not only they have scarce food, they have scarce housing. Damn.
Yeah.
2 of them are already on their way out to the bin anyway. We can just dispose of them and take their abode.
Oh,
Based.
Jeez.
be
Okay.
based.
Well, sure. Yeah, I mean, Troy, as we're resting, then, or we're getting ready to rest, Troy's like, okay, all right, Togas, Darius, like a word.
What would you like?
Darius looks at you. Speak.
You know me by now that I am straightforward. So I'm just gonna be straightforward. there's nothing wrong with being curious, but when that curiosity has, and he specifically looks at Tokas, almost killed you 3 times over in the last couple of, well, weeks or 10 days. How about you just tone it down just a bit and have a little bit of self-preservation before touching weird arcane things that you don't actually fully know what they do.
Togus blinks behind his round glasses. Well, it's not exactly something that I do on purpose. I mean, sometimes you just can't figure out things with just looking. Sometimes you just can't figure out things with just remembering. Sometimes I can't figure out things because I don't even realize what they really are. Like today, I didn't really imagine they would blow up. Also, I didn't really think it'd do anything at all, to be fair. I just wanted to be polite, which in this case kind of got me killed. But hey, that happens.
In my defense, it was abjuration. Zaris kind of looks at you.
I mean, that was still a very big gamble that you did.
That's exactly how you say, and that's not just the main issue, Tokas. It's not you that died. And Vincent will look over to Ebb and look back. You almost got someone else killed, and I think that's the issue that Victoria's talking about.
Well, that was
yeah, he looks at Darius as soon as he says that, and he's like,
attempt to exclusively kill myself. No one else.
Yeah,
I did really feel bad for Crivelia when that happened, though. I have to be careful next time.
I think going forward, it would be smart to at least talk about what you're going to do before you do it.
Well, it would be against all social norms that I know if I, look at everyone and say, hey guys, I'm just going to sit next to this person so that I think it's more polite to talk to them with a lower tone instead of shouting from a distance. And, it's like something you do on your own. You don't really discuss about it in a conversation because it kind of breaks the mood, doesn't it?
Well, when you've got a party of, 5 other people, 6 other people in your hands, yeah, sometimes talking about it is an important thing, Tokas.
Sorry, it looks like, and you say killed. The only one that lost their lives is Valerianus. Well, lost their lives is a big word. He's not dead, but.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't pleasant either.
No.
Yes,
and before you go berate me, can I ask you? Do you know which spells are abjuration magic? Just. Taurus looks at you.
Yeah. Can I make a general Arcana check, Amber? I think off the top of his head, he at least knows that it's usually quote unquote protective magic, but I don't know really.
Sure.
Okay, Arcana it is. Boop. Damn. He just looks at you. He's like, no, I can't really list a bunch of them. I know it's usually just protective things, but
absorb elements. The spell I use to absorb, protective, the protection from good and evil that that Lawrence does. That's that's abjuration, and shield and mage armor.
Yeah,
that's the magic that abjuration is.
Well, to be fair though, for Vittorio, and Tokas looks up for a moment. I believe it was the Great Tome of Abjuration that I studied a while ago. The Abjuration School of Magic encompasses protective spells. Of course, they create a physical magical barrier, negate magical or physical abilities, but also harm trespassers or even banish the subject of the spell to another plane of existence. So it is not just protection, it is retaliation in a way.
I thought it was a lock spell. Like,
well, I know that you thought about it, but
no, not to you. He looks at Vittorio.
I know. I'm just helping his point.
And again, I feel like these are all things that could be solved by using our mouths.
Yes.
It's true. Next time, if we see abjuration magic, it's probably good to point it out.
I'm just look. I do my best to make sure that everyone get through the day intact with whatever little I can do, alright? And if it so happens that we almost fucking die, well, some of us at least, because one of us just accidentally, well, not really accidentally, but decided to just fuck around a bit with magic because they thought it was something else. That's not really that great now, is it?
Like, okay, I get it. Next time I should talk about it. That's true. But let's say I said it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only one here that likely knows anything about it is Tokaz. His points at Tokaz.
Tips his hat.
Outside of me.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I did figure out the solution after everything exploded, so...
Well, yeah, you've got an example of what doesn't work on that door.
Uh-huh. Look, just...
Look, I get that you're angry, but it was a mistake.
It's fine if it's a fucking mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm just bringing it up and hoping that in the future we'll just not have as explosive mistakes if we can help it, okay?
Well, I'll try to not harm anyone else.
But you should also try to not fucking get yourself killed all the time as well, Tokaz. Don't think I've forgotten about you. Oh, you mean like touching things that... Then he briefly looks at Sarius and is like, that Valerianus said, oh, this thing exudes big radiant energy, etc., etc. And you're like, oh, I better fucking touch that because that seems like a good idea. And then you almost get fried.
Yes. I mean, I had my motives. It's not like I do things without a reason. That would be unreasonable. I am the last person to be unreasonable in this group.
Or willing to... Well, I wouldn't say that. Or willing... Like, what I did was a mistake. But you remember when you were
what you did was
willing
foolish.
No, what I did was a mistake.
It was not a mistake, Zarius. You willingly accepted to gamble against a spell of unknown origin.
Like,
thinking
fine.
that it was maybe
even
a safe one.
Even then, at least I tried to find out what it was and didn't walk in. Or remember that time you really were willing to sacrifice an entire mission to jump into a pit with a land shark?
Yeah, of course, because I believed at the time that reconstructing a specific item would aid us in our journey, and I wasn't ready to sacrifice anyone. Of course, I told people already they were free to go without me. That's how we always do things.
Darius looks for a moment and is like, that's Vittorio's point.
That's also...
This is like low hum, nervous beatboxing in the background.
In from the back.
Increasing, like, nervous beatboxing in a 30-foot radius.
Vittorio just leans back a bit. It's like... Alright, just... That's a whole other can of worms. Let's...
Tokaz.
Hello.
Yes. I think the bigger problem here is you don't really take care of yourself much, and you put yourself in danger needlessly.
Well, I think what you believe is needless, I believe is needful. For my insight is much deeper than what you believe, and I have ideas that I need to test out. And I don't have lab rats that I can throw at things until I figure something out. This is not a...
Beatboxing.
Lucas, I understand. But you must also understand that everyone here cares about you and doesn't want to see you get hurt or possibly even die.
I mean, I don't plan on dying. And, well, getting hurt is part of the job by the end of the day. I mean, we did sign up to find the forces of evil. And it's not like we're going to do that without a scratch or two.
Wait. Back up a moment. You say when you do it and got a plan, it's not foolish. But when I do it, then it is foolish.
Well, I'm not trying to endanger anyone else. Oh, well, I suppose you didn't try either. But if I know that there's a warding spell against the door, I'm not going to touch it until I figure out what it is.
But
So far, the only thing I've
jumping-
done is put myself in peril.
And Delilah.
Yeah, I really felt really bad about that one.
Like I made a foolish mistake. Let's call it that. Okay, I made a foolish mistake. But at least I'm not trying to get myself killed.
Well, it's the third time I said this. I guess you are hard of hearing. I'm not trying to get myself killed. It would be very impractical. I mean, it goes against everything I really want. I want to deepen my knowledge of this world, that I want to deepen my skills and their development, and I want to save the world. So dying is not going to help me a lot. But it's not like I do it on purpose, you know. It kind of happens.
Does it have to be so rash all the time?
Rash?
Well, these decisions you make.
Well, I don't think they're rash. I think they're the straightest, most forward way to find out things that I need to know.
And that's what makes a party so great. And so we'll say with a smile, looking
You
around.
know, sometimes the straightest way to the bottom is to jump off the cliff, not take the, winding path.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, exactly, Tokas.
Yeah.
And that's why all of us being here is important. We can all learn from each other. I can maybe, this might be a long shot, but I could possibly learn a thing or two from Tokas if I, ever tried. And I can learn how to be maybe more caring and open-minded like Lawrence. And perhaps I can learn to be sturdier and more, I suppose, hone my survival instincts from Vittorio. And, maybe I can see the greater picture of things, much like Zarius, or I can age like fine wine, and I'll turn with a smile to look at my father.
That's you do already have all my best qualities.
The point is, we're all going to make mistakes, guys, and yeah, it's going to be difficult. And yes, we all have our flaws, but the most important part of any group is that you're only as strong as your weakest link. All of us in here are going to have to rely on one another to the things that we're not good at. I can barely hold together a book and string together a sentence every now and again. But, I'm good for other things.
Togas nods wisely.
If we rely on one another for each other, and if we take on each other's advice, and by taking on, I mean listening to each other when we give advice, then perhaps we can start growing as people.
That is a solid advice. I mean, we always learn from mistakes of other people. I mean, I did learn that the door was trapped as soon as Zarius touched it, and then everything explodes. So I think something good came out of that. That's a fair example.
If it wasn't for Lawrence, I would still be using my patron's magic.
Exactly.
Although if it wasn't for Lawrence, I would have also, possibly already gotten my sister back. But
Well, that's the trade of the deal, There's good things and bad things when you help people out.
Now, this might be awkward, but does any of you have a spare weapon of some sort?
Blink.
I carry just the one.
Ebb pulls out the Shadow Steel hunting knife.
Well, no. If you still need it, then
Ebb sort of wiggles his fingers. I have my own tricks up my sleeve.
But this is a Shadow Steel.
But what do you need it for? Maybe more specifications would be helpful.
To leave it behind. I mean, yeah.
He blinks.
What?
I don't know why would you leave behind a weapon, but
it's. I don't believe in them, but believe in them is a big word. They exist, but I don't worship them like my father does. But if someone dies, you leave a weapon behind. Do a prayer to Moriel so they are protected in the afterlife. And I know Valerianus isn't dead. Like he's a spirit that just went back to where he's from, but I can never call upon him again. So
can you not?
You can you can have one of the hand axes. Fine.
No, because you might remember that my new magic can't summon companions. Balianis was summoned with the powers of my patron.
That was a weird interaction. Yeah, I do remember.
I can't summon anything like that again, so I will likely never see him again.
Well, I suppose you'll be able to look into other ways you might be able to bring him forth.
Magic is a wild thing. It's not impossible, but I understand.
So
Cool.
mind if I just take it out? And I don't know if anyone wants to come with. It's normally I do it in private. Well, before.
I suppose can come with. Though as a just a final point, just so we're all on the same page as well. The point of this entire conversation was to make sure that we don't go around touching a bunch of random things where we're going, considering I think there's going to be a lot of fucking bad stuff there.
Yes. Speaking of what Veltair said earlier.
Who? Oh, Vincent. Sorry.
Yes. He looks around at all of you.
Mm-hmm.
It pains me to say this, but I don't think I'm going to go with you.
Stakes not high enough for you? Sorry, it grins for a moment. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Why?
Smiles. Well, I'm afraid not only in my current state of affairs, I think I would only be holding you all back, but also I still have unfinished business to tend to. The reason I came to the mountain in the first place.
50 years ago.
50 years ago. And I'm terribly rusty. I am not used to standing back to back with people. I can hide in shadows, I can take care of myself. But if things happen like they did today, I think I'll just be staying in your way.
Well, if that's what you'd like, I feel safer to have you with us, but that's what you feel like you should do, then not having to be concerned with the end of the world is nice. So focus on your things.
You already have enough burdens to shoulder. Let me take this one on.
You shoulder it for me too. Zarius looked at you and grinned.
I don't think there's any other hands I would entrust it to then.
Well, someone's got to keep putting fires out in this group, and I'll smile.
Yes.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Zarius was just like, finally going to be the stealthiest one in the group again. Zarius grins widely.
No, I hope you've learned some stuff from our time together. He leans over and pats you on the shoulder.
Oh, plenty. And I'm sure I'll learn more when I see you when I get back.
Or, the world is a wild place. Of course, Veltair, send letters home. But it would also be good if there was some place where I could contact you all or send letters or something. Well, if I am done here, if you ever need me, I'll of course be willing to go on one more adventure.
No surprise there.
We would give you a location if we had one, but
Yeah, we're not exactly sedentary. That's a little bit of a problem. We also can't really be.
Precisely why I think it's well, precisely why I ask.
Well, the answer is we don't really have a place. The same one that I just gave, but I can cast some sort of magic that is able to contact people from faraway lengths. It's sadly no two ways, so I'll have to do the contacting first. But if Vincent tells me every day, I could just, ask you, and then you can send a letter.
Wait, you guys have literally every pet and familiar known under the realm. And you're telling me you don't have one that's a messenger bird?
I know, because then it would be, if it died, it would be a lot more expensive than
You have a metal mule machine. You have a rat. You have a bird that's incredibly annoying. You had a crawling hand, and you have shut your mouth. And you have God knows how many other pets in your zoo. And you're telling me you guys haven't managed to somehow piece together a messenger bird?
No.
Zarius will kind of strut himself up, look very proud for him to say, "I am not a pet." Sorry. Valerianus would say that if it was he.
He would say that.
Well,
that's going first on my list. Maybe I can be the first person to bring something useful in terms of a pet to this party. God.
Whoa!
Victoria's wants a pet.
Victoria's head just slowly turns in your direction, and he's like, "Something useful, you say?"
Yeah, a pet that's actually useful, you know?
Hmm.
And we already got you. Why would we need something else? I'm kidding.
Hey, watch it, Scales.
Right. Well, it's fine, Vincent. Just come back to me when you've carefully trained your companion into being able to track and retrieve certain things.
Don't talk about bats. Victoria's really salty about it.
He just squints.
Should be a piece of cake. Well, you just give a bird a seed every now and again, and it just, tell him where
They
to go.
become fat, and then they can't fly anymore.
Well, no, you got to
Eat every now and again.
I'll
oh my god! Why didn't you teach that stupid ass bird to carry things? Maybe he could be useful.
What? Why do you hate that bird so much?
Honestly, I actually don't know. I just really don't like him.
Anyway, I'm gonna go to where Valerie disappeared. So
I'll be there shortly, and I'm just gonna look at Ebb. As for what you said, well, yeah, you have things to do. Then, you have things to do. We'll try to make sure that your if you looked at Vincent, your little offspring is in good hands.
I'll just put my hands behind my back and smile, and just rock on whatever chair I'm sitting on.
Ebb leans forward and gives you a small tap with his knuckles in your chest. With you, as the middleman, in between danger, I'll not have any fear. Don't worry.
Yeah. Suppose Vincent will just have to keep on my good side, eh? It's just the tiniest bit of a smirk on
Wait, Vittorio, you have a good side? Oh, that's news to me.
He's just gonna get up and
I believe this is where you see Autumn.
Where Sarius went.
I genuinely, as I see Vittorio walking out, I'll just look to the others. I genuinely think he smiled a bit then.
It's really rare, but sometimes he does it. It's like a miracle.
No, I think I'm pretty sure that was a muscle twitch. I've seen it a couple of times.
Could be. Maybe I should make it. Everyone else is out here. They have these kind of large destinies of saving the world, and I guess I can put that on the side. But I think my main priority should be making him smile. If I can get a laugh out of Vittorio.
Well, you really need to save the world then, because 4 years are not going to be enough.
All right. Let's put this down to a bet.
Saving
Alright.
the world because I care about the people in it? I don't think so. Saving the world so I can watch Vittorio smile? Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
ship it. I ship it.
I bet, Tokas, whatever miraculous earnings we ever make from our adventuring, everything I own that we ever get from now till whenever we've saved the world and everything that comes with it, I bet every single bit of money and items that I own, in 4 years I can make Vittorio smile.
See, Thokus thinks about it for a moment. Alright, I'll bet 5 gold.
You know what?
Wheeze.
That'll make me 5 gold rich and I'll put my hand up.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
Did Vincent just make his first long-term goal?
Damn.
I did.
Jesus Christ.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, damn. Yep, Thokus stretches out his hand and shakes it. Straight up.
That's
I'm gonna
my-
write this down in my journal. Give me a minute.
You're gonna
You know-
write
Shall as
Vincent's
well.
goal down as your thing? Nice.
You know, Veltair, I have one
Oh.
more very important mission for you.
What's that?
You must make sure that this dumbass eats his breakfast.
No, I'll take care of these guys.
I eat my breakfast. What? I have solid meals.
Yes, sure.
I'll make sure that these guys stay on the light-hearted side of things.
That's good.
Yeah. Plus, otherwise, I don't know how we'd save the world before all of these guys eat each other alive.
What? We're not cannibals.
I don't know. Zarius
think
has its
Vittorio
implications.
I mean, Zarius does look like a lizard folk, but I believe he's not a lizard folk. Unless he's been lying all the time, but he has horns.
People did call him a lizard folk more than once.
Yeah.
They must know what they're talking about.
People have called Zarius. People have called Zarius a lizard folk more than if they have called him a dragonborn to his face. So I don't know, man.
Poor Zarius, man.
I don't know about that.
Racism is real in this world.
And we love it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Why-
little
why do you-
halfling.
Why do you think we're playing elves?
Oh boy, yeah, that's true.
Eb stretches cracks in his back. All right, this old man needs to get some fresh air. Shall we say goodbye to Valerianus as well?
Would be an appreciated practice from Zarius, I believe.
Right. Well, let's get on moving then.
You don't have to physically move there. If you guys want to say your goodbyes to Valerianus,
Thank you so much. Thank
like
you.
I literally said, I put you on
Yeah.
the map as a backdrop, but you don't have to move on this map.
Zarius will do 2 small prayers. One to Moriel, which Lawrence undoubtedly would recognize because they're from the same region. So I assume he knows
Of
it.
course, I recognize Moriel's prayer. I probably wrote that one.
Wow, Lawrence, you sound
Rewrote
so
it.
cool today.
I
That
don't.
is no problem.
That-
Also,
Shepard
I would
Undercock
like
has
to
arrived.
obtain one corpse from the graveyard.
I believe that is called defiling a grave.
Unless one of you is willing to give up one of your hands to help my
Vincent,
Ooble
for sure.
Ooble again.
Nope. Kind of need 2 hands to wield a halberd.
Fair point.
I was interested in checking out the graveyard as well. Can go there after this, I suppose.
it really wouldn't take long. Like they are like effectively saying 16 lines, and 2 of these are separate. First is Hail Moriel, Lord of Compassion, find it in your heart to carry another burden. This soul has lost its Seraph's light. Guide him back, embrace the soul with your might.
Valerianus who respawns in 12 hours. Hey.
Yeah, no, I know he's not dead. Zarius knows he's not dead because he's a spirit, but he's lost it. So And then he does the one to the Shepherd of Souls, which is, he who witnesses your birth and death, he who witnesses your return to earth and final breath, he who guides soul from here to there, he who guides, see him and treat him fair. Although arguably he would say they, because I feel like that is more accurate when it comes to the Shepherd of Souls.
Physically, like in physicality, mostly looks male, but yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, it's they. It's they. I'll quickly change it of this little poem that I've written in like 2 seconds just now because I realized I don't have a poem for the Shepherd of Souls.
May come as a surprise to all of you, but those who are beyond the physicality of the body don't really care about the physicality of the body.
I do possess the astral projection spell, if you were asking.
Excuse me, level what? Level 7?
What?
Yeah, I'm level 7.
So Zarius looks at the rest is like, this might be well, now that we're done, this might be a weird time to ask, but should I try to perform the ritual before we go?
You know, it is a really weird time to ask. I have to agree.
Well, I was thinking, if I do the same thing I did before, it might be beneficial to have access to more power during this dangerous quest.
What sort of ritual are you talking about?
Something that is quite deadly.
Possibly, we don't really know. Last time it went well. The first time it went poorly. The first time it went well and poorly at the same time. The second time it didn't do anything. Although the second time I did it without you guys here, so arguably.
And how did that go?
Well, nothing happened. It looks at you.
There you go.
We don't have to. It's more of a, if it would work, it would be beneficial.
Well, let me say, I don't think Corvillia will appreciate if we summon a pact breaker in her house.
Yeah, I wouldn't say do it here. I'd say do it a bit back in like the Den of Bones. Maybe.
I don't think that's a good location either, if I'm being honest.
With the nest of hangings? No, probably not.
I just wanted to ask,
I
don't really feel like I bring as much to the fights as everyone else. So
it's okay. Everyone does their best, and that's how it usually goes. I would love to retrieve the other piece of Virgus's heart, but I don't think it is a very good moment to do it, even though I believe that once retrieved, it would enhance the properties of the item. But I guess we have other priorities right now.
I would say that, yeah, it's best if we don't do anything to, well, put the upcoming task in danger, I suppose. It is something we can attempt afterwards. Same with the bone pit and the bullet.
no, then I won't. Then that's all right.
Well, I believe that once we are out of this place and the tremors stop, we can take a little bit of a detour and do what we need to do, which on the list can be this ritual. I believe before we leave, we should be able to scrunch up enough materials to try it once more. Well, you should have tried with Terabella, now that I think about it. She's an archdruid.
Well, I could have, but I'd rather have you guys around.
You would rather have us around than an archdruid?
It's not I had a god with me. I had a god with me and it didn't work.
You had a god with you? I mean, it didn't work. I'm just talking about it, the danger factor.
Well, I'm more talking about that it's an emotional journey more than a...
Toka seems to not understand that, but he nods.
It's how you feel things, Tokas, like you did.
If
It's
it's
a
an emotional journey,
it's a journey of who I am more than a.
if it's an emotional journey, does your art help at all?
No, it's I kind of go into a cocoon of acid.
No.
He brings out these acidic wings and just like curls them around him. But let's find that corpse, Crawley.
Hmm. Yeah. And
Corpse digging, my favorite activity.
as we head to the graveyard, Gabe, I pinged you in the RP channel.
I just saw it.
Okay, excellent. Victoria.
All right, you may actually physically move there so you can actually have a look at what it looks like.
No.
I've literally never seen it, so I'd rather see
Off
it.
we go.
If you want to see it, you can go and see it.
I am impeded by movement. Oh.
Oh, this looks
I
disgusting.
dash. I use 2,000 feet in a second.
What the fuck did I expect, honestly?
I'm not sure what you were expecting, but
These sound effects are superb.
top notch today.
We've arrived.
Actually, Radigan's really going all out here.
Yeah, that's
he has
definitely
a
what's
decent
going on
performance,
here.
bro. Yo. These guys look horribly similar to the ones we found in the cell.
Swoosh.
Good.
All right, can I? May
Can I
I?
have a hallelujah?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, my lovely sound effect makers.
What is this?
It's a river.
Does it just is there like a void here? Like
It just
nothing?
keeps going. It's just a tunnel that has more river. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Well, I hope you
Here you
guys
go.
can find your corpse.
Looks like there's many around here.
Well, yeah, just Crawley, do you have any preference? Sorry, that's with his
Right.
hand in front of his face. Oh, I would like that one.
The cavern that you stand in is 50 feet tall and over 100 feet long. There are bones here of monstrous creatures and humanoids alike that litter the floor, along with impaled bodies of dozens upon dozens of armored skeletons. The river flows from the west across the center of the cavern and it disappears off into the tunnel that leads to the Tree of Blades. On the tunnel to the east, like above that, hangs a very large, almost humanoid-looking skull. And the tunnel that you just came from also has something above it, but it is not a skull, it is actually depictions like a language is written here, though it is not one that any of you speak.
Not for long. That I raised my concern in a half-jokingly way by, are these people actually impaled just like the ones in the cell?
I mean, they are impaled.
In a similar fashion?
They just appear to be staked up.
Alright.
And is it only the quote-unquote corpses that are impaled, or also the armored skeletons?
These are the armored skeletons. They are not corpses.
Okay.
There are no fresh corpses here.
Okay.
There's only skeletons that hang together by like dried ligament.
I see.
Plate armor for free.
That is always the aspect.
Wow. Well, this is a magnificent place that we've stumbled into.
I wouldn't call it magnificent. It's a little bit grim.
You know, for someone so smart, sarcasm flies over your head, doesn't it?
Well, sarcasm is not based on intellect.
It isn't?
That's why you can make it.
Oi!
That was sarcasm, right?
No, I think you just called me stupid.
Did I? I need to study sarcasm a little bit more.
Watch me close. Don't worry. I'm a master of sarcasm.
Tokus nods. I will learn a lot from you, I am sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see what we can find for Crawley. I don't. Like, who looks around? Well, honestly, I was expecting actual gravestones, maybe some names and whatnot, but doesn't look like it.
Crawley
Excuse
just
my
Googles.
ignorance, Vittorio.
Hmm?
I said, excuse my ignorance, Vittorio, but what are we doing here?
Oh, well,
Looking for a hand.
Looking for a hand. Oh, there's
Yes.
hands, and I'm just gonna like grab one of these random person's arms and start like wailing it about to like flop the hand. There's plenty of hands around here.
Clicking sound as all the bones click and clack together.
I want to say that's disrespectful, but thinking that we are going to steal a hand of one of these corpses, I don't feel like I can make that judgment.
I think this could be classified as grave robbery.
I was about to say, don't talk to me about respect when we're literally about to steal someone's hand so we can put some unknown identity into it.
I have to admit, though, maybe these people are fortunate enough. Since their flesh is already rotten, perhaps Crawley can't really use it. If they're all bones, then, well, no defiling.
Yeah, Lawrence's like little slime seems to just like squiggle about on top of his head without any
Is it like a hermit crab? Does it just like find a home and
Well, it's sort of like wearing clothes, imagine, for us. You know, you need a shirt, you need a pair of pants, you need a pair of shoes. Crawley needs the same, but instead of being that, it's just a recently deceased part of a corpse.
Lawrence is standing there with his hands clasped together in front of him, and he looks over to you. He says, "That is correct. Only the ones that still have a brain will do."
Well, it seems that we are fresh out of luck here. Science looks around. Literally, there is not a single corpse I can see that would be still having an intact brain. There isn't, right? Like, if based on your description, all of these corpses are rotten beyond repair in this
They're not
case.
even rotten, they're ancient.
Yeah,
Some of them crumble under your touch.
So it's like, yeah, then this is not the place. So it looks.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate. Amber, is there anything else here? You mentioned the skull
skull.
the giant skull on one of the entrances, and then the
giant
weird
skull?
Well, not a rune titan. It was the humanoid big skull, which is, I think, over here somewhere in that entrance. And then it was the depictions over here, which
Big outline of humanoid, but it's definitely not a humanoid.
Okay. And then
100% a rune titan.
Okay. But there's nothing else here really except all of these staked skeletons.
Yeah, it just seems to be corpses with their belongings that have just been impaled here or left on the ground.
Attention, she said, seems.
That is true.
PMs are better than politicians.
Amber, say, it seems you are Tokas.
It seems, but are you?
Sorry, looks at Victoria like, no, I can see all of them. They are all like this.
Wasn't there something in the attic, or were those notes?
Well, those people are alive still, but if you all want to go that far.
Yeah, I'm sure these people don't mind us just carrying around looking for more corpses for our friend to infest. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I feel like
as someone who has had a limb chopped off, I'll say that they'd probably not enjoy it, and yeah.
It does not have to be a humanoid part, you see.
Well, I suppose we shall wait until we find the next creature to slay.
You never know. Might be one of us that loses a hand first.
Or
Bro-
preferably a creature
Please,
that
no.
is not us.
Should we? I'd hate to say it, but I don't think we're gonna find one this fast. Should we go to the cathedral? I mean, that is a pressing issue.
Well,
It's a pressing issue, but it's not. Well, the mountain is not going to collapse in a day.
we need to still finish our rest, and yeah, and then we,
No, I thought
we
this was
should
after.
go. Oh, I look at Amber. Is this after
No,
our
if it
long
was
rest?
during, if it was during, I might.
This is still doing the wrong rest.
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, if I can't find the end here, then that's fine. And then Victoria kind of just looks at Vincent and is like, "Hey, Vincent, could you do me a favor?"
Sure. What does it involve?
I think I left my my journal back in the building. Would you mind fetching that for me?
Huh? Do your legs stop working or something?
No, I'm just would be very kind of you.
It's a thing we all do when we get introduced to the Stargazers. We just it's a test of character sort of thing.
Right.
He made me fetch swords. Those were a lot more heavy.
Sure. I'll go and fetch your imaginary notebook. Don't speak about me too much whilst I'm gone.
Vincent is probably
No, we'll do,
jealous
sir.
of my hat.
There's no such thing as too much, my dear wildflower.
It should be on one of the chairs.
Uh-huh. I'm sure it is. And I will go.
Douglas goes back translating the text.
Yeah, Victoria's like trying to keep a lookout, and once he sees that Vincent has moved away, he's gonna have a listen first to see if Vincent is trying to be a cheeky little bugger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see.
You hear
Oh.
nothing.
I hear nothing. Man, my rolls are really mediocre today.
Huge.
Anyway, after that, he's like, all right. I figure we should just touch on the whole subject of the fake Corvillia and her having some sort of connection to Vincent still. Are we gonna bring up her at all to Corvillia before we leave, considering we might not actually come back if things go poorly?
Well, I don't see why not. If she's troubled about it, she will solve it. If she's not, and she doesn't consider it a threat, then she will leave it be. Then we can have probably some people asking Balin go check on the dome and perhaps see how it can be fixed. I'm sure Jace has an idea or two.
Well, I would hope there's already people there guarding. If Balon had all listened to our request.
If he did.
Yeah, well, honestly, how do we know what Vincent wants to do about it?
Well, I'm sure he's
Well-
not really feeling happy about it. He was all about freedom and emotions and all that kind of stuff.
But like, I know we're doing this secret meeting, but shouldn't we just involve him?
Well, no, because she can hear through his eyes. His ears,
yeah.
and see through his eyes.
That's why I sent him away, and he seemed to pick up on that, which is good.
Oh, it really didn't.
No, he did. Tokas.
I don't think he did.
But yes, I think we should inform Corvillia before we head to the Black Cathedral. We don't really have to mention the bond or connection, because that might complicate things, but we should at least tell her that there's someone impersonating her locked away in a cell of cold iron.
Well, I suppose
it could
it would
entirely be who we think it is, Mother Bloodstone. And if it is Mother Bloodstone, then I mean, she probably knows.
Well, that's
Servant of Ulan.
It's really the only person it could be.
Exactly.
yes, and that's another point if we then bring it up and say that we think it might be this Mother Bloodstone, and she
Pretty sure.
and she also thinks this, then yeah, at least that's confirmed.
All right, Vincent can return quick enough because it's literally a couple 100 feet away.
I mean, and when he comes back, his Victoria's like, "Oh, that's good. Wondered, I usually keep that on me at all times. I don't know why I.
Was there an actual? Do you actually leave it behind, by the way, or?
No, he wouldn't have thought
Yeah,
that
yeah,
far ahead.
that's what I assume. So I'll make it back, and I'll just be like, "Whoa, guess what, guys? I'm sorry, Vittorio, but I guess the people just took your notebook." Yeah.
Oh, damn. Well, I'll have to ask
Hmm.
Cable about that.
Yeah, I should be able to get you a new one. So, are you fuckers done talking about me, or?
Oh, it was all compliments. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, arguably, we did not talk about you at all.
A little bit, but it wasn't bad. You can ask Eb.
All that a technicality, says Lawrence, but it is true.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Tokas complained that you keep stealing his hats.
I did not.
I have a way cooler
That's
hat
a
now.
blatant lie.
Sorry, tips his
I
head. I
would
have a
never
way cooler.
lie.
Tokas would never be upset about that.
Speaking
I mean,
Now, would you, Togas? And I'm going to go up to him. Now, come here.
a little bit, and he fucking backtracks.
Speaking of, do you want this, Vincent? Sorry, holds out the hat.
No, I've never been a hat person. But I assume that one day, if I do get a hat, it'll be the best hat with the best story that has ever existed.
Wait, did you just say you're not a hat person?
Like, I love hats, but they don't look good on me. I just don't have the type of head, you know? Like, Tokas has a specific type of head. Look at it. It's like round, and it's like perfectly fitting for a hat.
Yep. Works
Mine's
great.
mine's more like an egg.
I mean, I bet there's a hat that suits you. I know there's a fine
Exactly,
lady back in
Tokas.
Nova Scotia that makes great articles of clothing.
I assume
Yeah,
that the hat that will rest upon my head will be a hat that has a legend to it, you know?
A mythical hat.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So now that I've put my steps in for today and managed to stretch out a bit more than everyone else, what are the plans?
Well, I suppose we have our rest, an actual rest, and then once we're done, looks like you and me try and round up some rations, and the others go and tell Corvillia that we're ready to go, I suppose.
Sounds good to me.
I've already got
Want
all
to
the
scrounge
supplies.
the last rations that these people have?
Yeah, I was about to say they don't have more. We ate once, and now we have our own shit.
Damn. Victoria would at least like to ask for like a day's worth of rations or something.
They can probably spare a day's worth of rations, but outside of that, like, they need this food.
Can we
Like,
eat
they are not vampires, guys. They
No, I
eat
know.
food. They're
I know.
people.
Well, it is fine because once we're back, I guess we can come with some food to them, maybe, possibly.
Honestly, I think it's fine because we'll just repay them by saving the world. So
yeah,
you'd be surprised. A lot of people don't really consider that a feat.
Well, at the very least, we'll be saving their village from the quakes from the Shadow Steel. So that's something. All right. Well, I don't. He looks around. I don't suppose anyone saw Delilah in the village, right?
Well, no, she took it with her. She took her with her.
Well, okay. I suppose I won't be talking much to her then.
Well, we can try. We have to, have a chat before we leave. And we have to come up and talk to her because, she has the spell that we need to go and travel to the festival and get
That's
down there
fine.
without traveling.
Yeah. All right. Well, I suppose we should get get back to the building and
I agree.
get arrested.
All right. Well, I'll wait a moment and then message Balon, and then I'll be with you.
All right. Vittorio will put an arm around Vincent's shoulder. And it's like, all right, let's go get things set up so we could sleep.
I will look slightly disconcerted, but I will go with him. Look over my shoulder. Right, yeah. Let's do that. And I shall go.
You know, Zaris.
What? Yeah.
I very much enjoy your music.
Zaris looks like, where is this going? Like,
You just insult me.
oh yeah, thank you.
If you'd like, I have some tunes. I can share with you later.
Oh,
Haven't yet.
I would love to.
Certain things you hear over, 300 years or so. That maybe you've not. War shanties from when the Burak fell and all of those goods.
I've got my writing supplies with. I can write them down.
Well, I don't sleep as much as you all non-elves, so I'll have some time.
Oh, if you would like to write this, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. I would gladly, sing and play the music you offer me. I've gotten this sheet, the favorite sheet music of a dragon that I got out of his collection. It's called "My Shortest Love." It's between an elf and a halfling love. So shortest, because halflings don't live long and they're short compared to an elf.
I'd love to hear that as well.
Can't play it with my cello, but I can sing it for you.
Sure.
I'll do that before we go. Is there anything wrong, Eb?
Just looks past you a bit. Well, no. Not really. I just hope this won't be the last time Yeah. That's fine.
You sure? Then we can talk if you need to. I know we didn't have the greatest moment a couple of hours back.
I was just full of pain. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, we've all made mistakes. I don't hold any ill blood towards you.
Good. Sorry for what it's worth. That wasn't my intention, that's for sure.
Yep, that's closer you can. Pat you on the shoulder. It is forgiven.
Thanks. I hope you find what you're looking for, Eb. Really. I know you're an elf and all, but trust me when I say even those that live a very long time can not find what they're looking for.
With smiles. What I'm looking for is waiting for me back home. And I found it long ago.
Hope it stays that way.
Well, if you all succeed here, it will.
Can I
And
ask you something?
sure.
I haven't asked anything like this in a long time. But what is it with your culture and family? I tried to ask someone I knew about it, also a elf like you, but he was very stringy on that. He didn't like to talk.
I suppose you've never been to TaleChasers, have you? We don't really see outsiders much.
I don't think so.
Um, to cut a long story short, there is not much there, other than the people. The lands are barren, to say the least. We get by only on trade, supporting each other, and our community is a close-knit one. It is a family. Because if we didn't help each other the way we do, well, we couldn't survive.
Someone was my family once. I doubt they would ever let me see that family ever again after I chose this family over them. But now I can sort of see why they're so mad. You don't leave your family in your community, do you?
Ebb smiles. Family is where the heart is, really. And you don't get to choose that. For me, it's back home. And it's with Vincent.
Helps a bit.
Hmm?
Thanks, it helps me understand a bit. But
I'm not sure I understand.
I used to know someone named Mazari from the Dreamland Travelers before you showed up. A group of that family, well, way before you showed up, I left them. My family that took me in after I was exiled by myself from where I live. Say it like that.
Hmm.
They gave me protection from the Inquisition, but after a couple years, I decided to face my past, get back home. I wanted to, um, find my sister, find everything else. He never forgave me for abandoning them, and then not too long ago, he found the newer members that joined the Dreamland Travelers. They were killed, and I didn't go help him. I didn't help him rescue them because I had to make a choice: help the family I'm with now or help him. I decided to help the people I'm with now. He despises me for it.
Yeah, it is one of the great tragedies that you cannot do it all. But such is life.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry to hear
it's
that Masantimwe has cast you like this.
it's more I understand him now. From what I sounds like, and where you're from, you don't have a choice. And as such, you go through thick and thin for each other.
I
But I have had three families in my short 4 years. Sorry, it's great. These last 4 years, and I want to keep them all. Really, I can't.
and I suppose that's what you are doing by embarking on this quest to solve the world from ending these many different ways.
That's what family's for. Even if you despise them, they. Right.
It is.
Thanks, Ab.
It's my
Go
pleasure.
be with your family. I want to say forget about the world ending. Please. I would if I could. Arguably I could, but who else is gonna save the world then? So
There is nothing permanent in this world. I've accepted that a long time ago.
well, let's get back to the other boys. They might wonder where we are.
Looks over at Tokas in the corner.
Waves.
Go back.
Oh, and Zaris, for what it's worth. Mustn't him with, well, he is not with the family either right now, is he?
No, but he's with his new family.
Hmm.
No matter how much he hates me, he matters to me. So
I hope you. No, I hope you make things up.
hope so too.
Hmm.
But
And hey, if you see him, you can put in a word from a street rat. He'll know what it means.
yeah, I gotta tell him that I put in a word from a street rat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He writes that down just to make it. Oh. Thanks, really. It's been rocky. Will be rocky for long. Maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can't. But in the end, that's all we can do. Try. So
Yes. And if you keep trying, I believe in you.
thanks. At least one person does here. And Zoris will then walk away.
Yes, we return.
All right, we can complete the long rest finally.
Yep,
Yes,
I will
think
send
so.
2 sending spells before I go to sleep.
All right, just tell me. Just send them to me. They are.
Okay, I'll record them and no, okay.
Hey, I like our recordings back and forth.
Yeah, I would do it right now, but it took me like half a day to make them.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm not like a sound designer, okay?
We don't need to do sound design. You can just send me the
Whoa,
fucking recording.
I'm gonna completely
whoa.
back.
Alright.
Is Gabe sending secret recordings to the DM without sharing? Wow.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
and I send secret recordings back to him without sharing. Yeah.
Shit.
Hee.
Alright.
If you want to send secret recordings back and forth with me, you gotta get the sending spell.
I've
Okay.
personally crash tested these in the last 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna write them down in my channel. Actually, yeah, there you go.
Alright.
This is 50 seconds of sending. First one is to Balin.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
I suppose that makes sense with the how sending works in Etharis. Or
Yeah,
in
it makes much
Arkhona.
more sense to have recordings.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see it. Bro. You know, one of my coaches said that to me at work. Like, I sent him a thing. I said, man, I can't open this project. I don't understand. He said, bro, I'm coming over. I was like, what the fuck?
What?
Why did you just say that to me? What?
Well, at least it wasn't bro stuff.
He was a skater boy. Said, see you later, boy. Alright, you guys are, while Tukos is doing this, you are ready to leave? Set out?
I am prepared for anything.
Are you prepared to hug your father goodbye?
No, never.
No.
Go get him.
Fuck. I only just found you.
Yeah, I think Victoria will be like, okay, that's Eb and Vincent could have a little father son time while we go tell Corvelia we're ready. And that works out just fine. Because all of Vittorio's evil 10-int machination, actually no, he has more than 10. No, he has 10-int. All of his 10-int machinations are coming to fruition.
Such a Machiavellian mastermind.
Yep. Because that way we can tell Corvelia about the imposter while Vincent isn't there.
Imposter among us?
Exactly.
Alright, Toka's gonna do my best here.
It's alright, don't worry about it. Just do what I did. Just pick like a fucking clock, start spouting out words, and if it checks out, then just write that down.
Write that down, write that down.
Actually, I want you to fully record the sending message with proper fitting background.
No.
I
We're
want
not
a
doing that today.
Hollywood trademark logo.
What the fuck does Balin sound like? I
Yar,
don't remember.
yar, yar.
Oh, why is he a pirate?
You are a pirate. You are a pirate.
Not a pirate, he's just Scottish. Yar.
Can you imagine? You get into the city, I'm not a pirate, I'm just Scottish. Whoa.
Just a Scottish version with a peg leg.
Give me like one. Like you can talk amongst yourself. I need like a minute more to finish this message.
Okay, yeah, that checks out. So, anyways, today's sponsor, No One. Today we're
So
talking about
anyways,
No One. No
today-
One in the Odyssey was actually an acronym from Ulysses' second name. He deceived the Cyclops into believing that his name was No One, so that he would blame No One for the damage he took on his eye when a burning stake was thrown into the singular orbital socket of the
I can't
Cyclops.
believe you're spoiling this story to the listeners, Gabe.
Well, it's too bad it was spoiled 20,000 years ago.
Yeah, it's a bit early for that. Jeez.
Bit
They
early,
call him like
damn.
honey, Batman.
How dare you?
In the end, Ulysses Morbid entered into Morbius 3 and killed the Cyclops, and then won the Odyssey. Pretty good book.
Yeah.
He truly was.
The Odyssey.
God
It's
damn it.
you.
He truly was Batman at The Dark Knight Returns.
It's true. It's you, nobody. You have become the Iliad.
No.
I'm still waiting. What is it for Odyssey 2? Like, I don't know why the author hasn't made one yet, but
Well, have you seen The Simpsons? He's very busy.
yeah, you're
Yes.
right. He has like a hold down schedule. He has so much stuff to do.
So
what, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, hey, people, everyone that's not Eb and Vincent can just move themselves up to the vault in the meantime, I guess.
No.
yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. And just make sure he doesn't cross any arcane sigils on the ground or pass by a big statue.
Gabe, I don't know if these noises are necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Oh,
We have arrived.
My God.
Sorry, it's the only music we can afford for intermissions.
of course.
Nice.
We need to do Discord vocal jazz.
Hmm.
Damn, can you play jazz?
Mm-hmm.
We wish you American. No.
I tried to do it, but then my noise suppression kicked in.
Damn. Noise suppression coming clutch.
Today's sponsor, father-son bonding.
Yeah.
Have you said you love your
Doesn't
father
exist.
today?
It's a fiction.
That's why I decided to have it in the fictional game because it's the only place I can have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the only place it can actually happen.
Yeah.
Not for long, you won't. Goodbye.
Oh no.
Literally. It's a good thing that Vincent's an optimist, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes.
It's God damn it. It's a good thing Vincent thinks it's okay to be enamored by a Rakshar, so
By literally any kind of monster that he finds in the
Yeah.
mountain.
Literally
Other
the
than that,
most
he doesn't care about romance.
No, he doesn't care about romance. Literally the most eldritch horror that you can ever find. Vincent be like,
Oh,
So if
Vincent
the
has
Eldritch
given
Horror
given
actually
no
looks
reason.
sexy, though, if it looks hot, I don't disagree.
yeah, what if it's a hot aboleth?
Everything
Yeah,
is in the
exactly.
mind, guys. Like, you know, it
You
doesn't
know, have you
matter.
played Monster Prom? Like
Yes.
Oh my
Zoe is looking
God.
pretty cute.
Stop.
What do you mean?
Alright, Tokas, I'm ready.
Oh damn! Right on point.
Your first sending message, do you want to just say it?
The first one, yeah, for sure. The second one, you can keep it there.
What do you mean you can keep it
It's
there?
alright.
You don't
No,
want, you don't want me to answer you?
no, I mean you can send in my channel. You know, it's all right.
Damn.
You don't want me to you don't want me to say it out loud? What's wrong?
No, it's okay. People don't need to hear.
Wow, okay.
Do it.
Alright,
Just
first
like
one, let's
gatekeeping
go.
Faris, you know.
Aye, good afternoon to you too, lads. Wait, Corvillia, Motherblood Stone, what, three hells, 18 heavens, and a shuts. But wait, no, if we are dealing with Ulon, I'm gonna send Aerith and the Runebreakers after him. Take care of you lot.
Oh,
The Rune Breakers, yeah, baby. I never managed to counter those guys.
You have seen Aerith, actually. She was running
yeah.
the stall that had the
They drag.
she was running a stall and that had a the minecart. She had a giant staff with a huge eye on it.
Oh, I thought it was Bale.
Yeah, but that was Balon as well.
Yeah, but there was someone else there. You
Oh,
just
She
didn't
was
see.
she was a wizard that was supposed to look for as a mentor, right?
Yes.
Damn.
She was in the ride, actually running it. Balon
I
was just
straight
prop.
up did the only ride that I didn't do had the one
Yeah.
person that I was interested in. Damn.
Master illusionist. So you don't want me to say this one?
No, it's okay. You can post it in my channel right there in between, you know, behind the sheets.
So anyway, Tokas is sending some private love messages to Jace.
I'm actually
Sending something
swooning
bad.
the Corvillia.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
he's sending something bad.
You're making it sound like you're sending something bad that people are not allowed to know.
Oh, no,
he's
it's
just
not
sending
that
some
bad.
smut. He's
I
just,
just
sending some
just
smut
want
to
to
his
keep it there, you
girlfriend.
know.
10-second smut.
Yeah, some
Intermissions.
smut to his girlfriend. I don't know
He's
what
just
we're
letting
all being
Jace
an
know
asshole.
what he'll do once he gets back. That's all.
That's not too far from the truth.
That is not true, in fact. That is pure slander.
Wiggles eyebrows.
He will gladly slander you.
It's like, hey
What?
Jace, when I get back, we're gonna make sure that my spine is straight, and you're gonna help me with that. Wink, wink.
Unfortunately, the second one sounds much better when I do it out loud, but I'm not allowed to, so you just
Okay,
have to
Amber,
cope with
if you
it.
want to do it out loud, I will give you the pleasure of doing it if you feel like it would bring you joy, because I'm that good of a player. Even if it
You're
goes
so kind.
against my wishes,
All right,
you
let's go.
can perform this act for your own entertainment.
I mean, you already gave her
I
permission.
don't want to do it anymore. We're going to the next
No,
section.
you can do it. You can
Says,
do it. It's okay.
we are going to the next scene right now. Go to fucking Corvillia.
Skip
Hey,
scene.
Corvillia.
I choose the skip scene.
Hey baby. Hey girl.
Hey,
You get hit
Corvillia,
with a disintegrate.
we got something to tell you, Corvillia.
You say from outside the door?
No. I will.
Creepy, but alright.
I will. I want to say knock on the door, but I'm not going to
No.
knock on the door.
No, we're going.
Hold on a
No,
moment.
we're
Hold on a moment.
going.
Door's
to-
open.
Hold on a moment. You can
Yeah,
open the door.
but even if they're open, Victoria's literally gonna be like, Solara, before he fucking steps inside.
Trauma fucking puts
Wonderful.
a hand through, gets zapped.
You are immediately met with the eyes. 2 pairs of them. Of
Oh.
blonde women with ashen hair and blue eyes.
Damn, don't threaten me with a good time.
I will instinctively walk more like a soldier in here, like you know,
I'm just walking like myself.
like a lot more of a noble movement, like military movement, I guess.
He says that, but from the outside, he looks like one of those wooden soldiers.
Corvillia gazes down upon you, one eyebrow raised.
How does Delilah look? Is she looking feeble and abused?
Dead.
She's kneeling on the floor.
Like kneeling like in prayer, kneeling like she's been beaten like a dog?
She's
Kneeling
sitting.
like
She's
a
like
bird.
sitting on her. She's just sitting on her knees, like looking down,
Okay, so
hands
sitting.
on her knees.
Okay, that's not too bad. Like it could have been like absolutely wrecked, but you know, it's a lot better.
She makes no eye contact.
Whoa,
So-
okay, that's bad. That's a
So-
that's a signal of home abuse.
So
No, don't
Azarius
worry.
will-
She looked at when you got in, but after that,
Oh,
eyes
Azar-
cast away.
Azarius will do again like a bow and then kind of like pull on Vittorio's shoulder or like arm or like sleeve.
Yeah, Victoria, he as well. He like does some form of bow.
Because that's the worst bow you've ever seen.
It looks like you finally found your manners out there in the graveyard.
Suppose we did.
It is nothing more than fitting for a true queen, now that we really know about it, side conjectures. We have come to bring up a topic that might be of interest to you.
And we're bringing it up in case, well, something goes terribly wrong in the cathedral, and we don't come back, and we can't tell you then.
Those notes.
Mm-hmm.
So, there is a reason why we came here to Red Keep, and a reason why we knew a few things about you. Apparently, there is a certain creature, a hag, who goes by the nickname of Mother Bloodstone, who is taking your semblances.
She was locked up somewhere, and a string of events led to her being unlocked, and then she decided to, well, he gestures at Corvillia, take on your visage. She's locked up again, though. Worth mentioning.
Yes.
Let's see.
Like there's like a little awkward pause. She also seems to have connection to Yulan the Mind Dancer. I believe if she is to be released, she will bring the Archmage back from wherever he is. Yes, that I believe that's the most pressing thing. Tokus looks back at Vittori.
Vittori looks kind of looks at Tokas as if to say, yes, as if to say, "Wow, you really didn't have to say that last part." But yeah, he just gives you a look, like slightly squinting.
He squints back because he doesn't understand.
I know.
I see little problem in her.
All right. Just wanted to let you know is all. You know, figured, yeah, figured we'd put all the cards on the table, and well, you helped us out, and we are. I mean, I suppose at this point we're helping each other out with dealing with the Shadow Steel.
This is most kind of you. I unfortunately have more pressing matters.
Does she look at Delilah?
No, she does not. She does not pay any attention to Delilah.
Damn.
I unfortunately have more pressing matters to attend to.
Oh, didn't think or imply that you should deal with this in any way. If
Good.
yeah, if we make it back still alive before we leave the mountain, we're gonna try and patch up that cell. Make sure she won't be getting out again. As for your pressing matters, well, I suppose that's fair. We did wake you up a bit early.
You did not awaken me. Something else did.
Tokus seems a little bit hesitant, but then he kind of fixes his glasses on his nose. There's a glint in his eyes. May I inquire what it is?
Some time ago, a call went out. I imagine it stretched far and wide into the heavens. But I did hear it. The song of the Star Song Tower can be heard by all of us.
Oh boy.
I am not the only one who was awake.
Oh, that's not fantastic.
Well, I suppose in some ways it's not, in some ways it is. If there's any way we could help with your pressing matters, I'm sure that we would be glad. I'm not sure if it's rude to inquire about personal things, though.
I think you would perish.
I believe that's a likely conclusion, yes.
You know, Victoria looks for the correct words first, and he's like shakes his head ever so slightly, and is like, Lady Cornelia, you, from what you've said and well, what I've seen, you don't seem to like the rest of the archmages. Is that a fair assumption? Or have I misread things?
I don't plan to answer the call of the Black Star.
Does that mean you're going to have to deal with your counterparts?
That is indeed what I must.
Is this call perhaps some sort of call to arms, or is it something very vague, like a come here to this place sort of thing?
The call will indeed attempt to bring the Black Star here. But the call that I speak of means to unite us all at the 9 doors.
As widen up like a Mormont. The 9 doors?
Those of us who remain will meet there.
Some sort of council room for the mages of the Black Star?
She purses her lips ever so slightly and hums. It is a melodic sound.
Bless.
I cannot bring them down with brute force. For we all possess that.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like the odds are with us.
It is not it is not your concern, it is mine. Go complete your task.
We shall do that to the best of our abilities. And if I think of something that can help, well, I guess I'll provide as much as I can.
Yeah, we'll deal with the Cathedral and hopefully come back alive. Once that's dealt with, I know that well, in our last conversation, you mentioned that the songs and history about you hasn't really painted you in the best picture. And though, considering the things you've done here, at the very least, once we are back at the Enclave, we'll tell the man in charge and the other people what you did in ways of quieting down the Shadow Steel. Might not change people's view immediately, but hey, things take time, I suppose.
Spread a good word, it will. I mean, we've done a lot of things for the Enclave, and it doesn't look like we're liars of any sort. I think it's right that people start, learning about the truth of things.
Perhaps it is good and best if it is quiet around here.
Yes, of course.
History is written by victors, and I do not need people to come looking around here for victories once again.
Oh, I suppose that's true. Yeah, I suppose actually on on second thought, there's a. Well, don't know if they're still there. There was a Inquisitor. He kind of looks at Corvelia like he pauses for a second to see if he, I don't know, recognizes what that means before he continues.
He simply stares at you with the same impassive look.
Okay, he's like, well, During our little, let's call it investigation into, and he looks at Delilah. Well, let's just say there was a body found in the Enclave. Anyway, we found out that there was apparently an Inquisitor with ancient blood here. Specifically one that looks for, or specializes in vampires. So, well, if they're still around, I suppose it is good if things are kept quiet, as it were. We'll at the very least tell the man in charge. If we tell him that he shouldn't really tell anyone else, then I trust that he won't.
I believe being a bit discreet about this is a very smart way to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
If it becomes a problem, I will get rid of that problem.
That's
It
fair.
is time that you go.
All right.
Corvillia extends a hand off of the bridge and hums, and the water begins to roil.
We yell at Vincent.
Yeah.
Yell for Vincent.
Yeah, I'll send Radigan to go fetch him. And Tokus puts a hand in the pocket of his robe and pulls out his little friend. Right, buddy. Go tell Vincent that it's time to go.
We're gonna go to Vincent and not to Radigan.
Yeah, of course.
Vincent.
Vincent will look rather, I guess, confused as to what to do. You can see him kind of walking around a bit lost. So, you're off on a finish off the last adventure that you went on, then, I guess.
Yes, Valtair. I need to finish my adventure. And you need to go on yours.
Yeah, I guess I do. I genuinely thought that after 50 years of adventuring and looking for you, finding you would be the end of the adventure.
I'm not sure it ever ends, really. There's just different kinds. Well,
No, I don't think
if
it
you
does.
Well, if you ever get done with this one, there'll always be a different one at home waiting for you.
See a big smile form across Vincent's face. Yeah. Home. I feel like I've been a wanderer for so long, I've forgotten the idea of a home.
It's a corny thing, but it pulls you close, gives you a hug. Home is where the heart is, so follow that. And wherever you end up is where you need to be. Okay, sir?
I suppose that is true. And I guess I'm kind of looking forward to it as well. Being able to do all of this, and maybe after I finally make sure that these guys save the world, I can find my freedom.
I think being yourself is the freedom. And you bring it with you wherever you go.
It's a nice way to think about it.
You make this bunch of squabbling children laugh a bit. And I hope you keep doing that.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's And you can see him look down for a bit and then look back up. So at least keeping people together.
He ruffles your hair with his right hand. Ah. Even better than I remembered.
And maybe next time I see you, I'll actually be your height.
Or taller.
I wouldn't push it.
Well, next time I see you, I'll be certainly looking forward to hearing all of the wild adventures you've gone to.
Well, by that time, my name will probably be sang in songs of bards. You'll probably hear of my name before you see me again anyway.
Oh, I hope so. I mean, right. Every once in a while.
I will. I'll make sure to. Now that you're free, it'd be a waste not to.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
I wouldn't be who I am without you.
And I wouldn't be without you, my dear boy. All right. Let's get a move on, shall we?
Yeah. And he starts stepping away, but he stops for a second. And you can see him from his normal kind of like lucky smile. He frowns slightly and looks over. I will see you again, right?
Eb smiles, a broad grin. Those 50 years could not keep me down. And you're the one that freed me. There is nothing in this world.
This one-pan pasta takes less than 15 minutes to
that
make.
can keep us
Start with
apart.
any pasta you
Maybe
like
so.
and cover with boiling water and salt. Once it's almost cooked to al
His frown
dente, add
forms
some
to a
chopped
smile.
broccoli, basil, pesto, and a block of
Good.
Etharis feta cheese chunk.
Because
The
I
chunk
don't want to
gives
go
you the
around
best
chasing another
melt
50
factor.
years trying to break
Break
you out
down
from
the feta
another
cheese
cage.
with a wooden spoon and stir with the warm pasta until it creates a creamy sauce. Now season it with black pepper
Well,
and add some lemon zest.
As long as you
If you
don't
like
consider
broccoli and
our
cheese,
home a
you
cage,
have to try this
you'll
tangy
be
feta.
welcome to be captured there any day.
Well, that's the one place I wouldn't mind staying.
Okay.
Alright. I guess I better be off.
Is there anything you want me to pass on to Quill for you?
Just my smile. That's what she always remembers. And tell him that I'm doing fine.
Oh, in that case, I will. I hope to see you soon.
I do too. Vincent will begin kind of walking away, but after he reaches maybe 10 feet to 15 feet away, he'll turn back, run back to Ebb, and hug him as tight as he can.
Oh, this old man with his recently broken bones and everything will use all of his 12 strength to hug you back.
I mean it. Really, don't get caught again.
I will not. And Valtair,
Mm-hmm.
I love you. Be strong.
You see a small kind of glints of tears. You can see them forming in his eyes. I love you too. Putting on a brave face is what I'm good at.
Yeah. This close, this Ebus keeping act here. Kisses on the forehead. All right, enough lollygagging. Well,
Is that fur growing out of your ears?
All right, go and enjoy your freedom. And I'll start moving away from a walk into a light jog.
next time you see me, I'll be a bit more of what I used to be.
You're far more than I ever remembered.
Well, then I'll just have to surpass expectations. He waves.
I'll wave back and carry my jog back towards Corvillian. I suppose I'll meet Rattigan on the way.
Ooh, a snack!
Looks at you. The rat looks at you with his big, like, fucking bulging black eyes. You can hear this quiet sound in your head.
Yeah, okay, well, that definitely means that they need me for something. And I'll give one last turn back, wave, and I'll join them in Corvilia's tomb.
Your bachelor
Work hard,
pad.
wrestling.
Welcome to my crib. This is where I keep my champagne. Oh man. Most of you are too young to have watched this show, so it doesn't matter. Alright. The water, in the meantime, has begun to form a maelstrom, and at the center of it all, you can see the image that you saw before, this dark expanse of caverns form again. This is kind of a strange angle, though, because you're looking down into the water where you see this angular, this portal. You don't have all day.
I'll barge in from the door, I suppose, and be like, "Don't leave without me!"
Rattigan comes running on all fours.
I found your weird rat as well.
What you call him weird? I will embrace my child.
No reason.
Yeah, it's a bit rude calling Rattigan weird. It's an integral part of this team.
Oh, my humblest of apologies. Sir
Not
Rattigan.
wisely, he gives him a piece of cheese.
Oh, Master Tokas! Thank you for this cheese! What an offering! Nom 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 nom!
I can
Jesus
just
Christ.
imagine the face on Corvillia as this is broadcasted to everyone
This is
within
even
30
worse
feet.
than the last time. Like, his voice
Oh!
gets so much better.
So sorry, guys.
Corvillia just fucking force chokes everyone and throws us into the portal.
Corvillia breaks down crying.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh boy.
Corvillia is receiving this telepathic communication. She's not showing it.
No, that's fair enough.
Alright.
Okay. The portal was forming in the water, correct?
Yes. There's just like a swirling, slurping hole there now.
I look down into this hole.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's in a different verticality on the other side?
It's the exact same image that you saw before when it was...
Yes, but now it's... Oh.
So we're going in, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, that
I hope we
was the
don't get
plan.
wet. I have some papers in my back.
Fantastic, and I'm going to try and push Vittorio in.
Oh yeah, you may try.
It's
That's
straight.
a contested check.
Wait.
If
I
you
may have a divination for this.
if you
Wait.
if you waste your fucking portent on this,
I will 100%. This is after the long rest, right?
Yes, and we're going into a
Hold
super
on.
dangerous place. But no, sure, waste your low portent. Yeah.
Hold on.
Honestly.
Do you just want me to roll strength?
Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
If I'm just pushing him in, do you want to just roll strength?
No, it's athletics versus
athletics or acrobatics.
No, pushing is athletics.
Yeah,
Vittorio
mine is
is
athletics, and he can choose either.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it said.
Fuck.
2,000? 2 billion?
No! I will try and push him, and clearly he doesn't even move an inch.
No, he actually just dodges, and he actually just dodges, and you stumble forward into the portal yourself.
No, it's
really sad.
Vittorio is like you do that, and it's like, what the fuck is your problem? Can you just?
The room starts growing colder around you.
Can you just? He's like, can you just go into the portal like a normal person?
Yes.
Oh, it'll be a bummer.
Sorry, is just going to jump. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'll just walk in and just go into it backwards, and I'll just step off backwards.
Make me a dex save for everyone who goes in.
Oh no! What?
Make me a dex save when you go in.
Hiya!
Amber,
Oh no.
am I able to jump in a way so that I land on the right verticality?
Yeah, that's what you're making a dex save for.
Okay. Can I get advantage on this if I'm specifically doing that?
I feel like everyone is specifically.
Like everybody's trying to not break their legs.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, Faris pointed it out. Everyone kind of yeeted themselves.
I mean, yes, but I feel like no one is trying to belly flop into the portal like that.
Yeah, plus one for pointing it out, Vittorio.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess.
Lawrence will just put his pets in his pocket and step inside.
I'll pocket right again and let's go. Acrobat.
Alright. You all step into this portal, immediately dropping down vertically, but the moment you come out of the other side of the portal, it switches to a horizontal perspective, and you all manage to at least either make a tumble or a roll to adjust yourself to this sudden, jolt, this change of, the way the world is looking.
Ugh, did not like that. That felt weird.
Thanks for trying to break my neck before.
I wasn't trying to break your neck. I just think, as the strongest and most sturdiest of us all, oh, Master Vittorio, you should lead the way.
There's a quiet sloshing sound as the portal closes behind you, leaving only a couple of droplets of water behind. And now you find yourselves standing in a cavern. A tunnel like so many others.
It's all the same.
So here, rather than being sparsely present, there are numerous shadow steel spires jutting up and out of the ground, the ceiling, the walls. One of which appears to be standing right where the portal appeared. And not too far away from it is a hole in the ground that appears to have been dug, like man-made, carved out, leading straight down. While ahead of you, there is a path that slowly declines further down around a corner, off into unknown territory.
Anyone else just feel like every single place in this fucking area looks exactly the same?
It's a cave.
Yeah, well, it's a mountain.
Well, I call it a cave.
It ought to be.
Well, I'll have you know, mountains look very different.
I was about to say, we are looking into a cave, not a mountain.
We're inside a mountain, inside a cave. Well, no, the opposite.
Yeah, but then the sentence "it's a mountain" wouldn't differ a cave that's not in a mountain versus one that is.
Wouldn't it?
You know, for once I agree with Zarius.
I don't think he's right.
You're telling me there's different caves. If you're in a mountain cave, you'll notice it versus in a normal cave.
Well, of course.
Is there any air? Vincent will like lick his finger and then point it into the air and feel if there's any drafts.
Everyone starts choking. Oh no.
You don't feel a draft.
Huh. No wind. No draft.
If Corvilia's estimations are right, you are at least 7 days deep underground.
Oh, fuck.
The air is cold and damp, but not stuffy. There's just no breeze to aid you.
Man, I miss the outdoors. I miss grass.
Yeah, me too. Haven't seen it in a while.
There's nothing else in the vision either. Like, even with my beautiful very.
Oh, you see a tunnel that goes ahead of you.
Then sorry.
Down, and a hole in the ground a little bit further up.
Well,
as well.
Then, are we ready to move on?
Yeah, I was thinking of checking out the scenery first, actually, but I guess we can get a move on.
Oh yes, I forgot. You like to watch paint dry.
Well, depends on the paint, Zarius.
Oh, God, sorry, it's just gonna take a minute.
I will smile and follow behind.
Where do you go?
I suppose in the direction of the tunnel.
Yeah, forward into the tunnel that we are looking at.
The tunnel or the hole?
Oh wait, I thought you said that. Oh, sorry, miss.
There's a hole in the ground.
And I don't see the bottom.
If you approach the hole, Zarius, and peer down into it...
Zarius will first look at everyone, but he definitely will try unless someone stops him.
I'll kind of like put my hand
No,
on Zarius' shoulder, like just in case if anything happens, I can like try and pull him back.
You have 120 feet, right?
Yes, 120 feet, full sight.
All right.
I look down.
You see that someone has dug a hole straight down, and the hole opens up after a while. What is it? What is it about? Ah, yes, of course. This hole plummets straight down and then opens up into a vast, large space that is black in color.
Zarius will relay this.
That does not sound good. Could he?
Well, in a way it does. At least we found our place.
Any chance if we can get any of your things to look inside of it? of any of your familiars able to take a look?
Tokus shakes his hand dismissively.
How
Try to
big
get
is
the
the
sword of
hole?
wings.
How big is the hole? Like wide? Like
You can easily fit in it. It's not like a 10-foot wide hole, but you could easily fit through the hole.
Hey Lawrence, can you send Mara down?
Lawrence will not send
What do you
Mara
mean,
down.
Zara?
I
No,
know it.
well, are we going to go down? Do we have a rope or something?
Oh, did you see to the bottom of it, or?
Yeah, I only see darkness, right? Like it opens up into a black.
It opens up into a space. There's definitely an area there.
Yeah, I'll see.
You can see
But
like a small like a tiny bit of like stone, I guess, and a puddle.
There's a puddle, so definitely a bottom.
I have an idea. Tokus will pull out the light bulb automaton. We can send this guy down, maybe make some light, see how deep it is.
I suppose we can just attach a rope to him and lower him down then.
No, you can climb on the walls.
Victoria blinks.
Wait, who can climb on the walls?
The little spider thing, right?
You want me to turn into a spider?
No. Amber, out of character, that's actually a question that's actually a thing that I might have just made up. Can the light automaton crawl? Does he have like a climbing speed?
I don't think he has a climbing speed. He just walks.
Yeah, I think he just walks.
He's just a walking light bulb.
Oh, okay.
Bonk,
Then,
bonk, bonk.
disregard my statement. We can tie a rope around it.
All right. I mean, between us, we should have enough rope, I imagine. Victoria will.
50 feet here.
Yeah, Victoria will take out. I think I have.
Got nothing. No rope.
I have 50 feet, if required.
Damn, Zarius. Vincent is more equipped than you.
Yeah,
Zarius looks at the
80 feet.
cello on his back. He's like, yeah. I took my cello with for some reason.
All right. Well, that's 50. That's 50, and I have about 80, so should be fine. I'll just make sure to tie it together.
I'll hand him my rope.
Wow, a huge weight's just been lifted off your shoulders, Vincent. All that rope.
I mean, hey, rope is no joke. It's just like what, 10 pounds for 50 feet?
Yep.
It is.
Only carry 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough when you can only carry like 50 pounds.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We'll try and tie those 3 pieces of rope together. And secure the little light automaton.
Alright. You can send it down.
Yeah.
And it will go down 100 feet.
100. Okay.
Damn. It's a big drop.
And then it gets to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now it explodes.
With I don't even remember how much this automaton sheds light. Is it like 2020?
He's essentially just a fucking daylight. What do you call them? Drift globe.
Oh, okay. So that's
Just a drift globe.
That's
without the daylight spell in it because he's an automaton.
Yeah.
No, he's a light spell. 2020.
It's 20 bright, 20 dim.
Oh, okay, but yeah, okay, yeah, because daylight itself is like 60, I think.
Sheds doesn't matter
Yeah, I know.
because you can't see the room below you. You just.
Wait, I can't?
I mean,
The hole is very
you're
thin.
you're looking down a hole. Like you're not going to be able to see more of the room at this angle.
No. Of course not.
Okay.
I think you'll just see what Zari's described.
Yeah, you just see exactly what Zarius describes: a floor.
Yep. All right.
There's a little puddle like on the floor.
Hmm. Well, I could just. Oh, Victoria looks around. Amber, you did mention there were stones and whatnot around here as well.
Yeah.
Were they normal stones or like shadow steel protrusions?
Both.
Okay.
Still tunnel.
Yeah, fair enough. Is there any decent enough little rocky outcrop or something where we could attempt to tie down the rope?
I have 10 pittons that I can use to solidify the rope.
Also just hang it off a shadow steel spire.
Yeah, I mean that shit is also relatively fine.
Hmm.
Fine until it's not fine.
I'm unbreakable.
Yeah, you know.
But I will flip upside down and make you fall.
What? Me,
Yeah.
the shadow steel?
But
I'm not a rambunctious guy.
but what
Yeah, you can find a rocky outcropping or you can use pitons,
Yeah.
pythons, anything.
we can
Sure.
technically do both.
Pipitons.
Can do both
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's hammer away.
How many
Yeah.
PR tons am I using?
I mean, just
12.
one, right? On the top.
2,000.
Yeah, I mean, I yeah, two or
Okay,
3 is probably fine, and then we.
2 shall do.
Go ahead.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I
Do
shall.
you guys want me to be the first one to climb down? Since I'm offering.
He looks. He's like, well, either you or me, I suppose.
Yes, the best vision.
That's true. All right. Should I go down last then and just make sure that I can pull on the rope if it's needed?
I guess that makes sense. You're the strongest out of us.
The little lamp automaton is just spinning around at the bottom as the rope. Like it just spins and like moves its little legs about.
Oh, bless.
I'm in Spain without the aim. You're in spin?
You're thin.
Light strobe.
Victoria looks at everyone and is like, well, I hope you have your climber's kit ready.
Focus pulls his climber's kit out.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you've spent a month in the caves and slaying dragons once a day. You surely are equipped.
I see. Togas, I prefer to use my bare hands. They're more reliable.
I see. So you don't even need the rope. Okay.
Oh no, of course I need the rope in this scenario. It's not called the Descenders kit, is it? God, Togas.
All right. Well,
right.
Come. Wait to see you succeed.
Oh, if you want to go, I don't mind you going.
Victoria's like, yeah, you wanna climb 100 feet without a yeah, sure. If that's what you would like to do.
Go on, my little climbers.
No, I'm just going to descend through the rope, and if something happens, then I'll just climb up through the rope.
Oh, good.
That's a fair assessment.
Oh, I thought you were going first, Darius.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I mean, it sounds like Vincent wants to go first.
Whoa, no, I never said I want to go first. I'm the one that suggested the smart idea of Mr. Bright Eyes over here going down first.
Yeah.
Remember?
But, I mean, sure, I'll go. Sorry, it's basically like climbs it. Very militaristic. He's very careful. Binding the rope, then moving it down, like very tactically, so he doesn't have to use a lot of his physical strength. I'm climbing down, Amber, slowly, taking my time.
Okay, make 12 dex saves.
What did you say?
Check.
I get dex check. Is that what I'm hearing?
No.
Which check?
I would like you. Oh damn! All right. Athletics.
Oh, cool. That's not at all Zarius' thing.
Well, you know,
here
walking
we
a
go.
tightrope.
Well,
Did you know that you
he's doing
have 3
fine.
more points on athletics than me, so you cannot complain?
Yeah.
Well, luckily there's no. Well, unluckily this rope is not knotted rope, but luckily that is a success.
Well,
Strong
I mean,
roll.
I imagine. Oh, sorry.
no, I was just gonna say, yeah, it would have taken quite a time to knot its entire length of rope.
Yeah, I mean, it's people will notice that Zarius is like doing this very tactfully, like very again militaristic, like how a soldier would do it.
Who's going after Zarius?
If Vittorio said that he's going to go last, then I guess Vincent will go next to ride
Right.
back up.
As
Don't climb-
Zarius is descending.
Please don't climb while I'm still on the rope. I'm already
No,
happy as shit.
obviously, yeah, obviously,
This is the
Vincent will
end.
wait.
I have a beautiful picture for you, and I hope that you will like it because I really like it. It's definitely one of my favorite pictures from this entire adventure.
I'm sure we will like it.
I really
Adventure,
want to see.
ayo.
Zarius, as you descend,
It's going to be a nest. It's going to be a fucking nest.
the hole quickly opens up to a vaulted ceiling. Roughly, like there's literally 90 feet left on this rope when you get like when you cross the threshold, and you can immediately see this vast room stretching out before you, and here, dominating this space, are 6 statues. 3 on each side, standing 70 feet tall and depicting the strangest humanoid beings you have ever seen. Featureless, pale, and tall. The walls are shaped out of a black stone, which almost appears organic, and it makes for a sharp enough contrast to the rough stone of the surrounding mountain. You can also see several spires of shadow steel that jut up and out of the ground in various places. And this is the image in the media dump.
Damn. I will.
Oh my god,
Look,
it's
it's Zarius.
Slender Man.
I will.
So we're going back out, right?
So how like it's 10 feet until I cross the point where the room opens up. How far down is it? Because Zarius is probably the idiot that looks down for a moment.
You have like 90 feet left to go, Zarius.
I mean, he's doing
10
it very
feet
well.
down, it's like,
But I mean, is the rope hitting the ground?
It almost hits the ground, yeah.
Zarius like, ah! Oh, fuck.
falls down, dies.
Oh, I thought they were
My
like
head open.
people. The crow climbs down.
Imagine they turn down and ran like against you. Haha.
Are those rune titans though?
Do they look like rune titans to you? Vincent,
They're
let's
big.
go.
If you
Athletics,
fail this,
yes.
you're falling 100 feet.
Yes, athletics.
Yeah, athletics.
I mean, supposedly I'm pretty decent at athletics, but you know.
So anyway, Zarius takes half of the fall damage, right? Because he
I
catches
know,
it.
I'm dodging
No,
out of the way.
no.
Fuck that
I was gonna
shit.
say, I would go down when I'm definitely sure that Zarius is off the rope, so I wouldn't be hindering him.
Damn. So close to greatness.
Zarius is like, it's clear.
+5, by the way.
Oh, by the way, how much of a drop is it from where the rope hangs, Amber? Before I ask.
Only a couple of feet.
I'm just gonna, it's clear.
It's clear, and you see, as soon as the clear fades, there's a...
This is the final result.
Are you sure I want to fall 100 feet?
Are you keeping up, Vincent?
I will. Will you allow me, just before I hit the ground, since I can see, because of the automaton, can I Misty Step so that I can save my fall?
I was gonna let you like make a deck save to try and hold
Oh,
on to this
okay.
rope at
Alright,
the
fair
very
enough.
last moment at the incursion of like maybe a little bit of strain, a bit of damage. But if you want to misty step, you can also do that. You know, just let go and go cowbunga.
Well,
I'm
if
so
you allow a
happy.
deck save, then I will do a deck save.
All right.
Cyrus will hold its arms out, or will it's like, oh fuck.
Much better.
Nice.
Vincent may or may not be spooked by these statues, or something else might happen that causes him to lose his grip of the rope. I will leave this up to your.
I suppose as I slide down, and if it is anything like that image, I guess I will be
Whatever,
very much
it is
spooked.
that image, 100%.
But I guess as soon as I see kind of this large, pale being, like hundreds of times my size, Vincent will just recoil from the frighten and just like slip off the rope, drop maybe like, I don't know, 10 feet, and then rope burn his way for the rest of the way down. Hands just from the weight of like being pulling himself down.
Cyrus just holding his arms out below, looking at this scene. Is like, oh fuck, oh fuck.
You take 2 fire damage and 3 bludgeoning damage as your hands feel the rope burn and your shoulders feel the impact of your entire body suddenly. First, like going like weightless, and then hanging down upon them again.
I'll reach the end, and then the weight will slide all the way down, and then like you said, that last little drop that's only a couple of feet, I'll just stop. The momentum will end there, and I'll just look at Zarius. That hurt.
Zarius is like, is this a time to tell you that we might have to be silent? Zarius looks. Also, I'm glad you're okay.
Oh yeah. I'll step off and I'll just say up. It's clear. And I'll just like walk over, like flailing my hands in the air.
Give me a moment. Zarius goes up. Next time, if we say it's clear, we'll just tug on the rope twice.
Tokus looks up at Vittorio. I thought we were supposed to be quiet.
Thought so too. Well, at least you have your climber's kit ready, right?
That I do.
Alright.
Let's hope he doesn't fail me right now.
Darius, Vincent, on the far end of the room is a door, which is to your right. First is like a little bit of a staircase, and then it goes up into another room. I think you can see into this room. Give me 1 second.
Are all of these doors, by the way? Because I see 4 doors. I see one.
Nope. There's only one to your right and one to your left. I could give you some like screenshots of what my actual map looks like, but I didn't like it as much as using these animated maps, so some of them are a little bit whack.
And whilst everyone else is coming down, Vincent will take time to literally just blow cold air in his hands. Just.
Actually, you cannot see any other any other rooms yet, but there is the door on the right, and on the left side is like a crack in the wall that seems to lead to like a cavernous area.
Yeah, I can see barely nothing.
You're pretty sure this links back up to the tunnel that goes up and down.
Oh,
so
great.
It's like we have to go this way. So this points this direction.
Tokus is the next one who's going? Alright, let's go.
I look up and hold my hands out below the rope.
Make me a check as you descend.
Check.
At least you'll have advantage.
Let's go.
You can still drop with a climber's kit, right? Or is that...
Yeah, we can't fall more than 25 feet.
Yeah.
From the point where you anchored yourself.
Yeah.
Which is kind of awkward because the anchor is like at the 100 feet mark, and like at the 75 feet mark, you can no, you're not anchored anymore? Question mark.
I imagine.
I have no idea.
I mean, it's quite difficult. Like you anchor yourself on a part of the rope. I imagine it's like you tie it, but during
Yeah.
the point that you release it and retie it somewhere, you are essentially still, without anchor. So every 25 feet, he has to make 25 feet before he can re-anchor himself.
Yep. Just takes him a bit.
There you go.
All right. 15 is a success. In that case, Togas, you two descend and soon come into contact with these tall, pale shapes that don't look unfamiliar to you.
Wait, you don't?
For you have seen them upon a little box that does not open.
The one that I have in my backpack right now?
Yeah, probably.
Damn.
The
A humanoid
stone
bust
jewelry box?
devoid of any facial features.
Okay. That was a long walk. That was a very long walk, but I'm glad we got there. Okay. Interesting. 2 mysteries at once. Nice. Love it. Yeah.
Well, this is you at the 75 feet mark, and you're taking your time to, taking your action to attach, detach, reattach. In the meantime...
Oh no, there's an in the meantime.
Vittorio, you are attacked, and grappled, and restrained, and kidnapped.
I mean, to be fair, I am alone up here now.
Well, technically, Lawrence is also with you.
Well, loner than you are.
He's just floating. He's flickering in and out of the materium and immaterium currently.
He cast blink, but it has a duration of 8 hours.
Yeah.
No, don't worry about Lawrence right now. Zarius, can you make me a wisdom save?
A wisdom save? Yes, I can.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Do I reroll that? Guys, do I reroll that?
That is
4, but it is a failure.
It's
Yeah, I think I will reroll that. I think I will. I'm pretty afraid that this is really
Telling you
bad.
that there's no like no fate next session.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Then I wouldn't have. So it's 13.
Fair.
If there's no fate next session, I will keep the 13.
There's one way to scare the shit out of your players and tell them this exact session.
Yeah.
Then I would like to keep my fate.
Zarius, as you glance around the room left to right, looking for a way out and the way forward, your eyes catch upon that little puddle nearby. But that puddle just... there's something about it.
Oh,
it's almost like it is this large patch of an odd, dark substance floating on water. But then its glossy sheen catches the light from the little automaton, what I guess it's still bobbing up and down on the end of the rope. And there is a shimmer of color as an inky black expands across the color spectrum into an almost psychedelic eldritch luminance within the folds of its slimy mass. Zarius, you are mesmerized by the black patch.
Where is
and
this
next
patch?
session, we're going to start initiative.
Oh,
with you
no!
mesmerized and being forced to use all of your turn to move towards this little boy.
Oh, where is it on the map? Like,
I will give him a little... Wait, I can just put him on the map. Don't worry.
Me, who doesn't see anything of the map. Yeah, that's fine.
Is it meant to be 10 feet per square, by the way, Amber?
Yes.
Oh,
I
damn.
asked.
A very large room.
I asked because where Amber's hovering, I can't see currently. That's why.
Don't worry about it.
Oh shit!
I
I'm
caught
a
my
full.
Oh, I can see it.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
Eee! That's gross. Why is it so close?
Oh, okay.
I don't
Well,
know
at least
what were
it's
you guys
walking.
about.
At least
Yeah,
it's in the
this is-
direction that I could like at least intervene in the middle. If it
But we
was
don't-
like up there, that would be
Oh.
danger.
Anyway, this is a fun little boy. But we will
Dear
do
God.
that next session.
Ah.
Not today.
Yeah, next session, 90% certainty I should be able to stream as normal. If not, I will let people know beforehand, obviously.
And surprisingly enough, catch us tomorrow as we are live tomorrow with Calamica.
Whoa!
It's very surprising indeed. I'm literally surprised right now. Caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
That will be nice.
Calamica gets a surprise round.
Cool.
Alright.
Amazing.
And so does
We-
the creature that attacked Mark.
We are here next week for our Christmas session, so
Yeah.
catch us then.
Wait, 90% likelihood.
Why 90%?
I just said I'm 90% sure that I can't stream, but if it changes, I will let people know.
Otherwise we're just offline, then that's just how it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I will.
matter.
I probably won't be here on Friday if it is going to be next Friday.
Oh no.
Oh,
Because because on the 23rd I am busy with family, and the 24th.
And that is fine. Everybody has Christmas.
Because of Christmas.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose we'll see what we do then.
I mean, obviously, we can talk about this after. Never
Yeah.
mind. I won't stop it.
Yeah.
We
can work something out. Maybe we can work something out with White, you know, like I mean what? We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you when we see you, I suppose.
And thank you all for having me.
Oh,
It's been
thank you for
lovely.
being
Thank you for playing, man.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
I love Ed. I'm gonna miss him.
Bless.
Good boy.
Hey, I mean, if all goes well, Eb won't die on the way home, so maybe you'll see him again one day.
Maybe.
Dies in a ditch from racism.
Oh
After
no.
50 years of this.
Oh.
You can't uncanny dodge racism damage.
Yeah, true. Alright.
We will see more of Ebb in the future in all likelihood. But for now, we close today's book and open it again on another day.
Indeed. It's been lovely.
Alright. Bye bye, people.
I wish
Stay
everyone a
hydrated.
good evening and a good night.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.